Hello traders and welcome to this video update on the stops to cash strategy. It's still Nagpan here, founder of Master Markets Elite Trades Conference and the Traders Open Day. So as most of you know who attended the webinar today, you saw us take this trade live in front of you in real time with real cash. So you can see over here in the stops to cash strategy, what do I really want to go through in this video is just the three key points. The three key points of this essential strategy, which is the stops to cash, okay, the intraday strategy, what we're looking over here. So the first point, let me just begin with that. The first point, what you need to look out for is what we say is a sell-off, okay, a sell-off. You need to look for a sell-off. Now, the sell-off looks something similar to this, where there's all red bars just over here, just selling off the whole entire move. The second thing that we then look into, as we proceed on into the sell-off, we want a reversal move, a reversal bar pattern, if you may. So here, traders, what the concept here is that all we are saying is if we have price moving in a certain direction, we want deceleration in that direction and acceleration in our favored direction or bias. Okay? Our bias for the day, we take it from the daily time frame. So you can see that we take the bias from yesterday's bar, and that is the yesterday's daily bar, as you can see over here, daily time frame over here. And you can see that the bias, as I've said, I've given you one very small indication on the webinar as well, which is as long as it closes above the previous day's mid-range, we can take that as a bias to the upside. So that's what we said. So the bias is to the upside. So all we are looking for is deceleration in the down direction and just a bit of acceleration in the upward direction, okay? And that is what we've had over here, traders. You can see that with this reversal bar pattern, which is the second point you need to look out for, and then we have acceleration in the opposite direction. Okay, on the 1 hour time frame. But however, this is aligned with the higher time frame. All right, so that's what we have. Now, once we had that set up, as you can see in the webinar, as we made money live in front of you, we put our order for the high of that bar and the stop loss for the low of that bar. Okay, that's what we did. So we put an entry for the high and a stop loss for the low of the entire setup. So ISL was over here and entry was over here. So what happened after that, as most of you already in the webinar already knew, trade then carried on further up. But here's the third key point that you do need to know about stops to cash or any strategy, if you may, that you are trading on. The third thing is, traders, the most critical thing once you're in the trade and you're in profit, first of all, do remember that profit is still not yours. It's unrealized profits. So what you're really concerned about is actually the one main thing that should always be in your mind, not whether it's going to get to your target or not, but your focus should be on risk. Okay, risk. And that was what I was also stressing on in the webinar as well to everyone who was there, attended, and saw us make money live in the webinar. So you can see over here, the third point is always focus on risk. And in terms of the risk management, that's the only total control you have, which is only trailing your stop loss. However, do remember in the webinar I did mention that because of the extent of this downward move, I was treating it as not one of the normal trades that we usually take, and therefore we were aggressively trailing our stop loss as well in this trade. So that's what we did. We did trail it behind every 2 1-hour bars. That's the indication that's given to you. And then we also used more advanced trailing stop loss techniques during the webinar as well. Our first target point was 96.48. Second target point was 96.53. I just wanted to know how it responded to these two levels as we carried on with the trade. So as you can see over here, and then the next bar itself did get to our trade target, and we got out for a 14 pip profit, and at 10 pounds a pip that would be 140 pounds. Okay, 140 pounds. So that's what happened earlier this morning, and you saw us catch that trade live in front of you in real time with real cash on the Pelican app in our Traders Basecamp group. Okay, so as you can see, traders over here, three key points what I want to remember is in stops to cash strategy, wait for a sell-off. Second, you wait for a reversal bar pattern, which is what I just shown you over here. This three bar pattern over here, where there is two seller bars and there is a green bar over there, right? And then the third one, is that focus on your trade management, or I would say on your risk. How are you going to trail your stop loss and so on and so forth. Now, the full details of this strategy and what we did in absolute real time and learn the strategy in much detail, I mean, you can always watch our webinar that we've done through London Investment Bank, who hosted it, and with Pelican, who was there along with us, who was the main organizers of the webinar. All right, traders, I guess that's pretty much that from me, as you've seen over here. Just less than really 2 hours, 140 pounds net return on a dollar Swiss trade on the early morning on the Pelican webinar, hosted along with us Master of the Markets and hosted by Simon Campbell, London Investment Week. Alright, traders, so that's all from me for now. So, till the next time, as we always say, stay disciplined, follow your trading plan, and keep trading like a master.